One of the ideas that I think we hold really close at the Getty Foundation is this idea of a kind of larger museum of Southern California, something that knits together so many diverse organizations with different kind of collecting interests, different exhibition programs, different expertise, and different missions. And yet, we share a lot. And as the philanthropic arm of the Getty, we at the foundation, really want to seek ways to support that diversity of arts activity that brings these institutions together, and I think reflects the diversity of what's happening at the Getty. Even if we maybe are more known for classical art, for old master painting, for Van Gogh's irises, whatever might be the works that maybe have brought people here as visitors, in terms of the support we offer for research, for scholarship, for conservation science, it extends far, far beyond what someone might see in our galleries. And I think Pacific Standard Time LA really reflects that multiplicity and diversity of interests that take place both here at the Getty in our 4 programs, but also in our collaborations with our neighboring institutions across Southern California.
Well, this was a multifaceted project. It involved a documentary exhibit that was largely created by students and faculty in Argus Forum. It involved this exhibit that we have here at Guggenheim Gallery. It involves an app that charts the locations of Higgy Vasquez murals throughout Orange County. Very importantly, it involves the new mural outside that's going to be painted by Higgy Vasquez son Higgy. The Cypress Street mural was really the foundation block for the whole project. Everything else spins off the Cypress Street mural and its recent restoration by Higgy Vasquez.
The app will be available in the iTunes store, so it's available for iPhones only at this point. In developing it, we thought it was important to include all of Higgy Vasquez's mural works. So it serves as a catalogue raisonné of his mural pieces. Even murals that we don't currently have documentation of are included on the app, as well as destroyed murals. And what users will be able to do is they'll be able to geolocate. So if they're nearby a mural, they'll be able to see how close that mural is, and they'll get directions to that mural. They'll also be able to see what other murals are nearby, and they can create a wish list so they can keep track of the murals that they've seen as well as the murals that they'd like to see. They'll be able to open up the mural and see both in English and Spanish information on the mural, some of its history, and some didactics that explain the subjects that are included in Vasquez's murals. In addition, an interterm class that I taught on the Chicano art movement, their final project was to create a display case for our Henley Galleria in our Giros Forum. The students use their research to curate display cases that included ephemera from Higgy Vasquez's various works, as well as a kind of historical context to the place that he lived, the Orange Barrio, the times that he lived in during El Movimiento, as well as his sort of predecessors, things that happened like the strikes in the agricultural, the strikes in the 1930s as well as in the 1960s by farm workers.
Firsthand, I got to learn how to paint a mural from the master himself, my dad. And I learned from him how to paint, how to mix colors, how to scale an image. The first stage of designing a mural is finding a topic and then researching your images. For this project, I met with their head librarian here at the university, and I wanted to learn more about the school, the history. I knew a little bit of the history myself because I used to play here as a kid, and I met with some students. I went to a diversity meeting, and I listened to some faculty and what they thought about the mural and what they had to say about some of the topics and the images. There was a lot of preparation on the wall. We had to sandblast the old paint off, and then we applied this polytab. Polytab is a material used in the garment industry, and some clever artists found this material and started mounting it to the wall and painting the mural on it, partly because it's fibrous and it guarantees that the mural won't peel. Also, they found by mounting this mural onto the wall that they can actually save the mural by pulling it off if they had to later. Then I was able to snap my lines and create my grid and start my drawing over several weeks. Since this is an art school and we're in the courtyard of the art school, I thought it would be really important to have an artist participate with me who goes to school here. So we were able to invite Cooper Richmond, who will be graduating in 2018, and he got to learn the process of mural painting.
Well, I'd never worked on a mural before. I like doing large-scale paintings myself, and this is obviously a super large-scale painting. So it was really just, yeah, the chance to work alongside an artist who has, you know, real-world experience, and also to, well, learning about kind of what the project meant to the artist, meant to the school, how it kind of correlated with Pacific Standard Time, kind of realized how big it was and how important it was. And the chance to be a part of it was kind of drew me in.
After the underpainting is completed, I can get into the fine details of the mural. We work from pictures to create the different layers of depth that happens with painting. Now I can go back and put in the hair and dial in the eyes and the lips.
And what I do is I start to work the lines and covering the black lines. And then instead of black lines, you have the contrast color of the skin. And the lines never quite go away, because in place of that becomes the shadows, the shapes, the tones of the skin, and the contour of the face. This is also a two-step process, because after this rough contrast comes in, then I will start to glaze the face, and the face has many layers.
This project to me has so much meaning on so many different levels. Me as an artist, my dad with his mural on Cypress Street, the community, and also I think the university with its collaboration with Pacific Standard Time. And Chapman, if he can come back to this university and see his image on the wall, I think he would be really happy.